Hello there, and how are you doing today? My name is Adam, and welcome to Officer Adam, the SRO, School Resource Officer. So, today I want to kick back and relax, and we're going to talk about where that silly intro comes from. I don't remember if I did a video on this a long time ago. You would have to scroll down many videos to see. So way back in the 1980s when I worked at Taco Bell, boy, did we have a lot of fun working at Taco Bell. That was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had. But anyway, back in the 80s in Taco Bell, the 1980s, kids. Yeah, the last century. Anyway, so I was, when I first started Taco Bell, I was very young and I was timid. And I remember working on the front line in the front register and making drinks, and I was scared to death. I remember working in the back before I was on the register. And when it was busy in the front, you had to bring extra food or something up front. I didn't even want to go up there. I was terrified. I was like, I don't want to go up there. I'm nervous. Everybody's watching. So anyway, fast forward through time, my nervousness went away, and I became the drive-through king. At least that's what I call it. So this was in the Detroit area. 9 Mile and Pinecrest was my main Taco Bell, my first Taco Bell I worked at in the city of Ferndale in Michigan. And so I don't know why I started doing this. I was just a happy-go-lucky dude, right? I guess I still am. And I developed this intro. When people came through the drive-through, they would hear that on the speaker, and I would have different variations of what I said. But, the basic is, hello there, and how are you doing today? My name is Adam, and welcome to Taco Bell. Something like that, right? Years ago, there was we had menu items back then that we, promoted. I would say, hello there, and how are you doing today? My name is Adam. Welcome to Taco Bell. How would you like to try one of our delicious big beef burrito supremes today? And so I would mix it up like that a little bit, and throw a different food item in there. And I developed this customer following where people would just drive through just to get a taco or a beverage, and just to hear me say that intro, which I thought was just funny. I remember one of the district manager came through. I think it was in the evening time on afternoon shift. He came through just to do a little inspection of the store, and I was on the drive-through doing my thing, and right before he left, he told the manager, he says, you have him stop doing that just because I'm here. And but the manager was like, no, Adam does that every single time. And it's true, I did. So and I later worked for that gentleman named Randy, and I miss that guy to this day. Randy and I got real close through the years. So anyway, that's where that little silly intro comes from. And sometime later in time, when you go through these drive-through restaurants, what do you hear? There's a voice on the speaker that says, hello, how are you doing today? Welcome to wherever you are. It's a very pleasant voice, right? And welcoming you to whatever fast food establishment it is. And it's a recording. And I often wonder, why did these fast food restaurants, I don't know, years and years later, decide to have a recording as their intro? I don't know if I had anything to do with that. But you know how it goes on the recording. You drive up and you hear that very pleasant voice about, hey, hi, how are you? Can I take your order, please? And then all of a sudden, the real employee shows up with, hold on, please. Not even the please, just hold on. or go ahead with your order. It's like, man. So I enjoyed providing, that really cool customer service for people. And it wasn't just the intro, right? I remember, we had so much fun making the food and making good products and sending it out with great customer service. I remember, I don't know, a lot of stories, but one in particular, customer, I gave the intro, they gave their order. And there was no one in line. So by the time they drove up to the window, the food makers had it ready already. And when they drove up to the window, there I was saying, hey, your total is this amount. They gave me the money. As they gave me the money, I handed them the food, thanked them for coming, and apologized for the wait. Man, we used to have fun providing customer service. Anyway, so speaking of customer service, this is not a paid advertisement, but welcome to the Muffler Man of Battle Creek, Michigan. As you see, I'm wearing his hoodie. My string is off. Sorry, folks. In all honesty, let me tell you, Battle Creek Muffler Man is the only place I take my cars to. I'm telling you. And if you're in Southwest Michigan or going through Southwest Michigan, I recommend the Muffler Man, 96 North Division Street in the city of Battle Creek, 49014. Ask for Jeremy and tell him Adam sent you. All right, guys, we'll see you later. All right, bye.